the end of another physical media conglomerate. I guess you can call it a conglomerate. What was funny was I was reading the article earlier talking about Redbox and how they were shutting down. I called my mom later on in the day, and my mom goes, "Redbox is still a thing? I don't remember the last time I saw a Redbox." And it's funny she says that because there's been many a times over the last couple weeks actually I've seen red boxes. They're at CVS. They're at Walgreens. I think there was one at both the Walgreens in the local vicinity of me here. And then on top of that, there's a massive red box at the front of the Walmart that I go to near my apartment. Period. But with that being said, Redbox is coming to an end. So let's get into this. We're going to read an article from IGN because surprisingly they don't hide their stuff behind paywalls like Variety and Wall Street Journal does. So let's get into it. So real quick before we do that, let's take a look at Redbox's website. If you guys didn't know, you could go to their website and see exactly what Redboxes are around. We're going to type in a zip code, this is a San Diego zip code. Nothing, right? Like it's crazy how fast this has happened, considering that the news came out, I think, this morning, and today is July 12th, not June. So let's get into it. Here's the article. Redbox officially shutting down, spelling the end of thousands of DVD rental Kinkos across the United States. I know I'm going to get flack for how I pronounce Kinkos. I'm so bad at it. The final nail in the coffin, right? The days of heading to the Red Kinkos to rent a DVD are ending as Redbox announces that after 22 years it's finally shutting down. And mind you, Redbox was a massive staple for me back in the early 2010s. I was a junior sailor. I was like a E4, E5, right? New to the Navy, living in San Diego, and there was a Redbox at the corner, right next to my apartment complex I lived in. I would go over there and rent DVDs and video games. Like DVDs were like $1 a day. Like Blu-rays, I think were like $2, and games were like $2. Let me tell you, it was pretty damn good. As Variety reports, the Redbox parent company Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment, which that's another thing. I was telling my mom about this. I was like, did you even know that Chicken Soup for the Soul was like an entertainment group or like an ownership group of anything? And she's like, Chicken Soup for the Soul? The people that do the books? And I'm like, yes, the people that do the books. That blows my mind. Changed its Chapter 11 bankruptcy case to a Chapter 7 yesterday. As a result, Redbox will shut down all of its DVD rental Kinkos and streaming services. Okay? Like I said, these are usually like as of recently, they're weather worn, beaten to all hell, and faded red. They're not actually red anymore. Redbox was launched in 2002. Redbox's DVD Kinkos rentals were spotted at various locations, including fast food, restaurants, grocery stores, and pharmacies. Its convenient and affordable pricing made it widely popular among customers, and 5 years after its initial launch, it would surpass Blockbuster in terms of number of locations. So that being said, I do remember when Blockbuster was floundering, and I grew up in Virginia. We had a Redbox put in at the front of the grocery store I worked at, but not only that, you would go to the gas station, to Sheetz, down the road from my house, and they had a Blockbuster, like, Kinkos set up. So it was like the battle of the two. I believe ultimately Redbox, I believe, consumed all of the Blockbuster rental boxes, which that's an easy little paint job and call it a day. In addition to movie rentals, Redbox also offered video game rentals. Unfortunately, the company would stop video game rentals in 2019. Additionally, Redbox delved into the video streaming, launching Redbox On Demand in 2017 and Redbox Free Live TV in 2020. The latter, a free live TV service with ads. Several months later, the company announced Redbox Plus, a yearly subscription offered subscribers incentives such as extended return times and 12 or 24 rentals. So I remember when I heard that Redbox on Demand was coming out in 2017, I took a look at it. And the lineup of movies they had on Redbox on Demand reminded me of early Netflix. And by that, I mean, it was like softcore porn, B-rated movies. There was nothing of substance, shall I say, when it comes to what they had to offer on their live streaming service, because they were just trying to get it up and going. And mind you, a lot of the times, streaming services, especially if you're not Netflix, if you're not Paramount, if you're not one of the big conglomerates, you have to license all of that. So it's easier to license the garbage people don't want, vice getting, licensing really good stuff such as The Office, such as Friends, stuff like that. So that's why it was terrible. Also, I thought it was funny the amount of people that were commenting on X, formerly known as Twitter, that was like, I don't understand why Redbox didn't attempt to get into a streaming service like Netflix. They did. They truly did. And like I said, it was terrible. Terrible. Now, that being said, I don't remember ever seeing Redbox free live TV. Never. And that was in 2020. Like, that was the height of, what happened in 2020. I'm really surprised that didn't take off, considering it was free. There's a lot of people not working. All right. The announcement of Redbox shuttering comes as physical media becomes obsolete in favor of digital-only options to obtain media. Streaming services like Netflix and Disney Plus have become quite popular with customers, providing them a vast library of TV shows and movies to watch at their own leisure for a monthly or annual subscription price. Like I said, Netflix and Disney Plus, like a lot of those guys, they're big boys on the market. They're able to basically have whatever they want or license whatever they want to get it on there. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not a big fan of digital only, because technically, remember guys, you don't own the media. You're licensing the media. So you're paying $20, $30, $40, for whether it's a movie or TV show, season of a TV show. You don't own it. Remember that. So at any time, like Sony did, I made a video talking about that. They can just pull it, because whoever owns the media there, they can be like, hey, we want up the fees. And they're like, nope, forget that. And then you're SOL. If you don't know what SOL means, go to Urban Dictionary. Trust me, you'll find it. Beyond Redbox's closures, some retail stores are also changing their strategy on physical media. Last April, a Target spokesman confirmed to IGN that it would limit the number of physical DVDs it sells in retail stores, which, to me, them limiting the sales of physical media such as DVDs and Blu-rays and all that, that's been going on for the last 2 years, I'd say, especially with Target. I know Best Buy, yep, it says right here, October, Best Buy reveals it was phasing out physical media sales completely. So they're doing, Best Buy did away with it. Target, especially the Targets near me, have been downsizing their DVD Blu-ray section significantly, to the point where you're only finding movies that just came out. If it's been out longer than 3 to 6 months, you're not finding it there. Your best bet's Amazon. Noting it would discontinue, blah, blah, blah. All right. So let's go full screen. Well, guys, the days of Redbox are numbered. They're done. We're not going to have another Redbox. Just like Blockbuster, there's going to be red boxes that are unplugged everywhere, that will probably sit outside of many of pharmacies for years to come. Relics of the past that we just sit there and reminisce about. Anyways, you guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Don't forget to mash that like button. Subscribe down below. We're on our way to 8,000. I can't do it without you guys. And comment. How do you feel about physical media, especially physical media when it's starting to disappear? Because I did do a video recently talking about Sony and downsizing their Blu-ray. And some dipshit was like, "Do your research." Well, I was going over the article and the information we had at the time, and it later came out that they were phasing out Blu-ray rewritables. Okay, my bad. I'll admit that. But anyways, you guys have a great, wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.